Hello there. Due to circumstances, everyone has been a bit busy since the last episode, but thankfully we had some free time and managed to have this one made especially for you, the listeners, so we hope you enjoy.
You know how Christian comes in with making a random signal, like he might clap his hands? Well, today he decided to yell down the mic. Yeah, that wasn't fun to edit. So how about this? I cut that out and this just explains it. Anyway, on to the episode.
Well, I suppose it's direct to the point, thank you for giving us the signal. But yeah, I'm going to try and do something a little bit different this episode. I've actually checked the time of when we started recording, because I'm not having you silly fuck, end up doing it's like, 12 past or whatever. Cheeky fuck. Anyways, I did want to talk about
Welcome
superstition.
to our TED Talk on superstition.
Basically, I did want to mention it because the reason why I wanted to mention it is because how not just like with all ghosts and that, but like how superstition like affects your behaviour. We briefly mentioned if you break a mirror, 7 years bad luck. So first of all, opinions on that?
I believe luck is probably definitely some sort of thing that is out there, but I don't think that of a simple task could affect it.
I suppose. Lucy, what's your take on it?
I think it's bullshit.
Fair enough, because here's the thing. When I was in high school, breaking a mirror, and the teachers, or a teacher, said that you get 7 years bad luck, then 7 years good luck. So I do think it's interesting how you have people having different variants of it. But just saying now, the next 7 years after breaking that mirror, I did have shitty luck in high school. But then the 7 years after, I thought I was actually quite lucky, just wanted to say.
Well, if I broke a mirror in high school, I'd get a detention. I won't get 7 years bad luck or good luck.
No, to be fair though, the mirror, I didn't break it in high school. I broke it during high school.
Right, my messed up brain still makes that the same.
Okay, then let me rephrase it. I was of an age where I would be going to high school on the weekday, but I was in my bedroom, and the mirror in my bedroom I broke. Does that sound better? You dozy fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, so because there was another one as well. If a black cat crosses your path, good luck or bad luck?
I don't really care, just cat. Come here, let me cuddle you.
Christian, your thoughts? Because here's the thing, a lot of people say it's bad luck, but I actually believe it's good luck. Well, this is clearly an intriguing conversation with you.
Thing is about good and bad luck, it's not really sort of a thing as an actual thing. It's more of what's that thing if a doctor gives you a tic tac and suddenly you're cured again?
Placebo.
That's it. It's more of a placebo. If you think you're gonna have bad luck, you're gonna mess up more. But if you think you're doing well, you're gonna do things better.
Well, here's the thing. It's interesting you throw that at me because whereas I'm a logical thinker, but I'm also superstitious. Like anyone could say to me, "How can you be both?" And it's what you just said. Then, if it works, then again, placebo effect. So it kind of makes sense in that way. Like what was it? Rule of three. Like I do most things in rules of three. Like let's just say if I'm playing a game and it's pissing me off, if it's starting to annoy me. Rule of three attempts. After the third time, right, that's it, walk away, fuck it, I give up.
Here's one for you.
Go on.
What volume do you put your TV on?
Oh, that's
Zero,
that's more about
0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
See, Lucy does it the right way.
My TV really pisses me off because its max volume is 63.
Oh, yeah, like my TV downstairs, it goes 99 max. It's like, no, just go to 100, please.
Just go to 100, crying out loud.
I know that I think Cara does it in twos, which of course is wrong.
I
Okay, what do you do?
somewhat live with that.
Alright then, Cara, what do you do?
0, 3, or 5 it has to end in.
Oh, you're weird.
Oh.
Nah, hands down, you're just weird.
No. To be fair, I'm not agreeing with her. God no. But it's similar. Like for me, it has to be a 0 or a 5 for her. 0, 5 out of 3. Why a 3? I don't know.
Even numbers, isn't it?
They're not even.
But 0 is even. 5 is odd, and
I
3 is
failed
odd.
maths. Come on, leave me alone.
The only prime number I can remember is 7.
Prime numbers, isn't prime numbers like they can't be divided by anything? Or what was I'm thinking of then?
No, I can't remember. Alexa, what's a prime number? Yeah, so it can't be divided, basically.
Oh, so I was right. Okay, fair enough then. 12 years since I finished high school, so 12 years since I've actually done maths, like, you know, in education. So, but anyway, changing the topic slightly onto something that I know Cara and Lucy would like to talk about: ghosts. Hold your excitement, people, fucks. Christian, have you had a spooky encounter?
Yes, actually. I thought
Go
my
on,
dad was walking in my room,
Yeah.
and it turns out it was just my really fat cat just stomping in, and I almost like,
Yeah, well, that's not really a
No, but I couldn't see anybody there, so it's like, am I gonna like get gang raped by a ghost or something?
No, but that's not really like, that's not, I'm talking about something that can't be explained. That could be explained.
Yeah,
And it
how does a
can be
cat get
explained.
so fat it sounds like a dad?
The point is, you just explained how you thought it was a ghost and it turns out it was your cat. I'm talking about stuff that can't be explained.
Oh, Casper the ghost freaks me out.
Why?
I'm sorry, but you can't go from like plasma to fucking bones and stuff.
Oh, the fact that you can shapeshift and all that bollocks. I know the debate on whether ghosts are real or not is questionable, but Casper is a fucking cartoon.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do know that. I remember watching it as a kid. I even
Dude,
remember
scary.
breaking the bloody video.
Casper's scary.
Casper's not scary. It's like that fucking, what's it called, is his step brother or something was like, Casper, smell like a ram, or whatever the fuck he says.
No idea. I watched it for ages. But yeah, no, I'm not a big believer in ghosts.
So here's the thing, right? So I was like, how about for next episode we talk about superstition, as in, if you've got superstitious, like, things you do around the house, if you believe in ghosts. And Christian's like, yeah, sound, yeah, whatever. 3 days ago, do you want to do the podcast? Yeah. Don't hear a fucking word from him.
Well,
Yesterday,
I'm
do you
sorry.
want to do the podcast? Nothing. And then today, it's like, what, 20 to 10? And it was just like, right, let's talk about this topic. And Christian's just like, we don't want it.
I'm sorry. I'm a special type of individual.
Don't be mumbling, Christian. Remember what I said about the last episode? If you're mumbling, this episode's getting scrapped. I'm not spending 12 hours again editing it.
Oh, I don't mean to mumble.
Fair enough. I'll let
I'm
you.
trying my hardest not to mumble.
Well, dude.
Oh, sorry. I just got an achievement. It might have just pinged on the podcast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because every time like invites and whatnot come through, I've picked up the sound of that when I've been editing. But yeah, Cara, have you got any comments to make?
On ghost story?
Yes, ghost stories. Anything spooky that's happened to you?
I've had too many, but I have had an out-of-body experience.
Oh. Would you like to talk more about that?
I got yeeted by a car and saw shadow figures, and then I felt like I got pushed and I woke up.
This has been Intriguing Stories by Cara. I won't say her last name because whatever reason.
Cara.
Or we could just call her Cara with it being her fucking name.
But yeah, that was basically that was out-of-body experience. It could have been because I was like kind of concussed or out of it for a few minutes, but I don't know.
Yep.
I can't explain it. I
Yeah,
saw what
but
I
to
saw.
divert from the topic and talk more about that, the fact that the paramedics were like, have we got the right person? That car, you did not get hit by a car from what I understand. The car got hit by you. You fucking destroyed that thing.
I got told off by the paramedics for standing up and getting off the road.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you've been seriously hurt, lying in a recovery position or not moving, whatever, I get it. It makes sense. If let's face it, you're not just going to be like, "Oh shit, I've been hit by a car." Remember what I've learned. Lie down, patiently wait. No, it's just going to be like, "Ow, I've just been hit by a fucking car. Let's avoid the place where more cars are going to be." So yeah, I don't blame you for moving with the paramedics. Fuck them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it, they're only doing a job, but it's like clearly they were doing a good job if they were like, "Have we got the right person?"
It was a bit rude. I know I was in and out of consciousness in the local cafe, but I definitely remember them saying, "Have we got the right person?"
But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, going back to like superstition now, would you say talking about sleep paralysis would fit?
Sometimes, 'cause some people actually think it's like a sixth sense sort of thing, as well as like a, superstition.
Well, that's it. Like, Christian, what was it? What did you say on the topic?
Oh, you've reminded me now. I can have dreams months in advance about a scenario that would happen,
Called deja vu.
and a few months later it'd happen.
Yep, that's deja vu. I have it as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. Before you explain, am I right when I say this? It doesn't feel like the typical deja vu, because what happens is you know what's going to happen because you dreamt it, so you actually say out loud what's going to happen, then it happens.
But no, I mainly witness it, to be honest. Like, I remember once I was on this thing, and I remember the dream was me sitting watching traffic, and then I just saw this like figure in a window on the bottom floor of the building opposite, just like dancing and stuff. It was weird.
Yeah, that just sounds like typical deja vu.
I hate deja vu because you never, like, when you have that moment of, "Oh my god, I've seen this before," but you can't remember what comes next, you're like, "Shit."
Well, that's the thing. The reason why I was intrigued to hear what Christian had to say on the topic, because when I said about how you had the deja vu and then you say out loud what's going to happen, something like that actually happened to me. Maybe I was like 14 or whatever. I was hanging out with my mates, and it was back when the PSP was a thing, and he was playing. I think it's GTA. Is it something stories? Liberty City Stories, is it? Whatever. The point is, he was playing that. He let me play it, and I got to a certain corner on the streets, and I said, "Hang on a minute, I'm having deja vu. There's a gang of lads, there's a gang like of fellas waiting round this corner, and I've got to kill them." Turn the corner, and there they were. The fact is, I was able to say what was happening because of the deja vu that I had. And of course, my mate being a dick, just going, "No, you knew they did because I told you." And I was like, "No, you fucking didn't, you prick."
Rage issues.
Well, to be fair, against him, yeah, I do, because he turned out to be a right arsehole.
Fairs.
But yeah, so, mentioned before, sleep paralysis, like, have you ever experienced it?
No, but I remember falling asleep somehow with my eyes still open. It was relaying to my brain, sort of thing. So I could still see exactly what was going on my TV, but everything was just like normal. But then my mum ended up walking in the room and waking me up, and all of a sudden, like, I was dreaming, I could see my bedroom was open, and then she was just right in front of me. I'm like, "How did you get there?"
Yeah, I know this one sounds really weird, but I used to have this thing, and it still happens now sometimes. Like, if I need to get up for something, so it used to happen, like, usually when I was going to school when I was younger. Then my mum would be coming into my room and going, "Come on, you need to get up, you need to get up." And I'd be conscious and I'd be going, "Alright." But in my mind, I had to finish a puzzle before I could get out of bed. It'd be like a puzzle that I had to finish in my head.
You'd be chuffed if it were an hard puzzle.
Can you, like, elaborate a bit more on that?
Yeah, it'd be like a jigsaw puzzle or a word puzzle or something like that. And yeah, I'd have to, like, try and finish it before I could get out of bed.
I can't open my eyelids until I manage to get the corner of this jigsaw finished.
I've answered my mum clearly and like imagined I was getting up pouring a drink or two. I imagined I was like getting up and moving around and getting ready and stuff, and actually talking to my mum. But it turns out I never left my bed.
I wouldn't say that's sleep paralysis. I'll just say that's an active dream, because it's like I I've obviously, I know Cara knows this story, but have I told you two about when I had sleep paralysis?
I think you mentioned it once to me.
I
We'll tell you
honestly
what.
can't remember.
We'll tell you what. You know the way I talk, so I'll try and give you the short version. The first time
Buckle in,
having
kids.
fuck off. The first time having it, I'm lying there, and I felt like something was on my bed, but I just thought it was the cat, and I could actually feel the paws. And the next thing you know, the quilt goes around my neck. I open my eyes, and I've got this pale face staring at me with black eyes. And I'm just trying to say, get off or leave me alone, and I can't speak, and I can't move, and I was fucking terrified. Slept with a fucking weapon under my pillow for about a month after that.
I couldn't do that because if I had a knife under my pillow or something, I always shoved my arm under my pillow to sleep, so I'd be cutting myself.
No, it wasn't a knife, but whatever. The point is, it's like, whereas I did that, like I remember talking to me more about it, and she was saying how, in her own words, how it wasn't real, but of course to me, it's gonna feel real. And it wasn't until after I moved past that I realised that it wasn't real. But the problem is about sleep paralysis is you end up in a paradox when you first get it. You basically get into a mindset where it's like, I don't want to sleep, I'm scared to go to sleep. But then you end up more tired and you're more likely to have it. Basically, you're doing what you can to prevent having it again, and those actions you make is what's going to give you sleep paralysis again. But what actually helped me get out of it, I think it was like the third or the fourth time I had it. I'm just lying there, my eyes are open, and I see this arm reaching for mine, like a skinny twig of an arm from the window. And I just took a deep breath, and I knew I couldn't move, so I just thought if I could just jolt myself awake. Took a deep breath, and I just jolted, and then that's it, I was awake then. Now, I don't know who it was who told me, but someone said that was very fucking stupid. I don't remember why, but I'm still alive, aren't I? I'm still kicking, so it can't have been that bad.
Is it me, or every time you're dreaming about going to the toilet, you don't piss yourself until you actually get to the toilet?
All I'm going to say is never trust a toilet in a dream.
Never. Like, you could just have a glance at it and you wake up and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's like 12th time this evening.
No, it's like if you're seeing a toilet in your dream and you're waking up with, I don't know, pain in your bladder, that's your body telling you to get the fuck out of bed and go to the toilet.
Yeah. You don't tend to shit yourself when you're asleep though, do you? And that takes more effort or something.
Well, you've got to retract muscles and stuff.
Yeah, it's like when you're having a piss, it's just letting the floodgate release, isn't it?
I'll be honest with you, I've never really gave it that much thought.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? I think it's blatantly obvious. While I'm trying to sleep, I'm wanting to sleep, I'm not wanting to shit or a piss.
Most people wake up wanting to pee because the sense that wanting to go to the toilet doesn't actually go to sleep, like your urge to have a poop when you're sleeping.
Your subconscious. Like,
Oh, well then.
sleep or something.
Yeah, all your body falls asleep apart from the urge to needing to go to the toilet or pee or anything else. Go to sleep.
That's weird. That is honestly weird.
Well, it answers your question then, Christian. Yeah, so going back to ghosts and that, I actually did a ghost hunt a while back. It was a waste of time, but it was a waste of time because those running it were clearly scamming us. But it was an experience, to
Isn't
say
that
the
every
least, and I
ghost
would
hunt?
like to do it again. Sorry, what?
Isn't that every ghost hunt?
I suppose maybe,
Right,
depends.
we're
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
see something that someone's only pulling on a string, or we're just gonna go boo and scare you. You're gonna laugh about it and pay us.
Sorry, can I just
Well-
ask, why does it sound like somebody's peeling carrots?
Hang on, can you actually hear that? I'm literally like, I'm just like running me blade up and down my leg. Sorry, I didn't even know you could hear that. It's a dull blade that I use for me prints. I'm not cutting my leg. Calm down.
Emo.
No. I'm wearing jeans as well. I'm literally just running it up and down my leg. Anyway,
I had an
Hopefully
offensive
just-
joke in mind then.
well, don't say it.
I wondered why I
Um,
hadn't seen an emo in a while. It all ended in 2015.
Yeah, well, hopefully that sound wasn't picked up too bad with the audio. So sorry about that.
Let's just see everyone in the trash's tea at 10 PM.
Say that again.
Let's just say you're having a nutritious carrot tea for your tea.
Yeah, well, we've already been discussing for the last 2 minutes that I was playing with a knife.
They don't know what you were doing with the knife. You could have been doing acrobatics or something.
We're still talking about it. Of course the listeners fucking know. Anyway,
You guys don't know, do you? See, they don't know.
I'll just edit a little audio clip of them saying yes.
No, you won't.
You're right, I won't. I can't be fucked. But anyway, so what I was going to say, went on a ghost hunt, and I think I was maybe 20, maybe 21, and my mum was just going through Facebook, and she said that a local place around ours, they were doing this ghost hunt, and I think it was...
You didn't pick up on that, did you, Stephen?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
You
God.
said ghost cunt.
instead of hunt.
Did I?
You said ghost cunt.
I can't even deny it with it being 3 against 1. Alright then, I went on a ghost hunt.
No, you
I reckon that's an accent thing now. Because I swear I said hunt. Whatever.
Sure.
I went on a ghost hunt, and sorry,
An
yeah, my
H.
mum saw. Shut up. My mum saw like on Facebook there was a ghost hunt around ours, and I think it was like 30 quid a head. And I was like, "Well, tell you what, do you want to go?" And she was like, "What, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, tell you what, you wouldn't mind experiencing it. I know I wouldn't. Tell you what, I'll pay for you and me, and we'll go together." So we go down there, we pay for it. Freezing me fucking tits off, but as we're walking around and it's just, you know, what you'd expect, an empty building, walking around in the dark, freezing, and you got a torch, so it's nothing exactly fancy.
Was it the asylum by any chance?
It wasn't the asylum, though. Does the Heritage sound familiar to you?
No, I only knew from asylum in Liverpool.
Yeah, because the Heritage was basically... All I know is like there was a time where every Sunday you would have a boot sale there of sorts. But the building was basically run down, it wasn't really used, and I believe now it's either been knocked down or it's blocked off permanently, but supposedly it was haunted. So we're walking around there doing whatever, but the thing is, some creepy things would happen, like it would be cold, like in between me and my mum. Supposedly that's a sign of a ghost. What ruined the experience was those running the events. They wanted the spotlight on them, but since the spotlight kept going to me and me mum, they didn't like that. So they were just like, "Oh no, it's just it's just a coincidence. You're not feeling anything. It was a little girl, but I sensed the other side, so you shouldn't be feeling anything." I was like, "Well, that was fucking quick."
Well, I'm sorry.
But-
We just hotlined the ghost. I'm afraid they weren't actually next to you.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think the worst one is where I opened this door, I had a little look around to see what was in there. Nothing was there, so I left. And then, what was it? I come back and the door was closed. I was like, okay, I know for a fact I left that door open. Had another look around to see if someone was in there. Whatever, walked off again. Came back, the door was closed again. I was like, okay, I know for certain that fucking door was open. So, of course, I mentioned this to everyone. The others were like, no, that door was defo open. So all of us are sat there thinking, holy shit, an actual ghost activity here. A door's closing on its own. And then, obviously, you got the group, those running the group, all talking spiritually and all that, saying that, trying to let the spirit pass on and all, trying to communicate. Then you've got the security guard who comes out of nowhere and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's just like, "Well, basically, door was left open, now it's closed." "Yeah, that was me. You're not supposed to be going in there." "Oh, you fucking tit." Completely ruined it.
How dare he protect the place that he's supposed to be paid to protect?
Wanker. No, but before I continue, the topic does actually go on to Ouija boards, so before I continue, what's your opinion on them?
Oh, I love Jumanji.
I hate the fact that I laughed at that. So I'll ask again so I can cut it out. What's your opinion? Fucking bastard. I don't know why it's funny, it was terrible. Right. Anyway, opinions on Ouija boards.
I got taught never to touch them, but what did I do? I played with one. So,
Oh, no, I'm gonna get ghost aids.
How did that go,
it-
Cara?
Okay. I just like kind of booped it and let the others play with it, but because I knew that the group I was with, one of them were definitely pushing it. There was nothing spooky about it. It was just her being a bitch. So
Yeah. What about you two then, Christian, Lucy? Any experiences relative to Ouija boards?
Not any experiences like myself.
I got trapped in the jungle for 14 years.
No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. That joke's dead now.
Yeah, dead now, Christian. Dead.
Like the Ouija board people.
Christian, shut up. Lucy, go on.
Yeah, not any like general experiences myself. I've heard stories of like other people experiencing
Yeah,
like weird things with Ouija boards and stuff.
because similar to Cara, what happened with myself was straight away I was just like, look, I'm not messing with that Ouija board. And then the others, they would mess with it, but they were all looking at each other and raising their finger and looking at each other like, nah, this woman's moving it. So of course you do get people are faking and that. But there is a certain story that I've heard, like I've seen it on YouTube and that. And I want to say JoJo, but I know that's an anime. There's a certain ghost or demon or something that is supposedly people have accidentally summoned this ghost with the Ouija boards, or a Ouija board rather, and not exactly fun times.
I don't want to do it just because I can imagine I'd be too mean to the ghosts.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
think
if you're
I'd
mean
do it, but I'd do it not in my own house.
Yeah, if somewhere's going to get haunted, I don't want my house getting haunted.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. You know what? It's like I've never like we're
Zuzu.
talking. What? Sorry,
Zuzu, that's the demon from the
Zuzu.
board.
That's the fucker.
I thought it was Pazuzu, not Zuzu.
Hang on a minute.
Do you know, one where
Um,
they go vomiting and it's like, let Christ compel you, and she's like, ah! But I just think it's a scary movie.
Nobody knows what you're thinking about.
Excuse me, I'm quite an intelligible person.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you can tell you passed English first go as well. Yeah, but so is it pronounced? It's like it's spelled Zozo, but is it pronounced
Yeah.
Zuzu?
Zuzu.
I'm sorry, but why do we have to be like political correct to a ghost? It's not like they're gonna haunt the shit out of us.
Not a ghost, it's a demon.
Same
Yeah,
difference,
yeah.
really, isn't it?
Not really, because
Depends on the
demons
belief.
are actually supposed to be. Some of them are supposed to be fallen angels. The others were created by Lilith, who was originally in the Garden of Eden before Eve. But she wanted to be an independent woman, so she got kicked.
But that's all from Christian belief in it.
No, I don't believe that.
Like I said, no, oh fuck Christian, everybody, he'll be here all week. No, but it's like it depends on your belief because I know that's the Christian religion, not the person. But I don't know what belief it is, but there's one where demons and ghosts are virtually the same. It just depends on how long the individual has been a ghost, so to speak. Like when you pass, you become a ghost. If you don't move on, then you just like your hell is being in purgatory, and then eventually you warp, change, and get filled with hatred because you're stuck there. Get filled with loneliness, all negative emotions. And eventually
Demons
you
rule
change.
when a good man goes to war.
But also, it's like even with some pagan beliefs, like I believe it's Celtic, or Celtic is one of them, where it's like if a certain, like even I think some Asian like belief, I don't know which it is, but it's like say an individual. Lucy, what the hell is that noise?
That's
Yeah, I'm hiccuping. I'm just going to disappear for a minute.
When an individual dies in a certain way, then they come back as a certain ghost or a certain demon.
Oh, like Beetlejuice.
That's not from Asian culture.
No, but
No, I'm saying,
no, but in Beetlejuice, it was like Aztec people who had their heads shrunk and stuff like that. They had people like from everywhere, didn't they?
Yeah, but Beetlejuice was written as a poltergeist, which is a spirit that causes mischief. Yeah.
Well, you've got
Yeah.
one.
I wasn't referring to that. Like when I said about Asian cultures, like I believe like if a woman who was expected to be married, and she dies or before she can get married, or something like she gets rejected on the day and then she kills herself, she will come back as a certain type of ghost, like in that belief. Whereas when it comes to, I believe in the ancient Greek belief, was redheads would become vampires. So it's like with these different variants of ghosts, demons, monsters, whatever, they would become that depending on the certain circumstances.
You ever watch Constantine? It's a very good TV show.
It does sound familiar.
It's this guy who's professional in the dark arts sort of thing. And messes with demons, ghosts, sorcerers, the devil. He's like man crush right there. Not gay, but he is a man crush.
Let me guess, Christian, you're one of them where it's like, I'm not gay, but a tenner's a tenner.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like that's what it's like if you watch Lucifer.
Oh yeah, he'd had the hots for Lucifer.
Nah, I have the hots for Lucifer. It's the same universe. It's the same universe. When I mean the devil, that's the devil. Whoa.
Christian's man crush, everyone. Tom Ellis is Lucifer.
It's just a choice of wording. Christian has a crush on Lucifer.
I'm sorry, but if I ever have a kid, it's going to be Lucifer.
Hey, what's your name? Tony. Fuck you, Tony.
What's it? It's like, why's my sister called Rose? Because your mother loves roses. Oh, okay. Then why did I get my name? Because, what's the fucking joke?
Oh, I know. It's like, oh, Dad, why am I called Rose?
Why is
a
Sister
rose
called
fell
Rose?
on your
Because
head.
Mum likes roses.
Yeah.
No.
And then
His
it's
mum
like,
likes roses, and then it was like, why is my mum, why's my name like Corona? Well, because son, I like Corona beer.
no, it's always like, why am I called Brick? Because a brick fell on your face when you were young. That's
So I
my
think how
name.
it goes, the version I've seen is like, why is my sister called Rose? Because your mother likes roses, sorry. And it's just like, oh, okay. And like, basically the dad just calls them, just turns to him and just says,
He says
no
no-
problem,
yeah, he goes,
Skyrim,
"No problem."
Elder Scrolls. I fucking killed the joke, but whatever.
While editing, I remember the joke. Why is my sister called Rose? Because your mother likes roses. Thanks, Dad. You're welcome, Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Yeah. Wasn't worth it, was it?
But yeah, Lucifer, call me. Nah, they've got second part to season 5 coming out soon. You know what I'm watching.
Same.
Well, I can honestly say that when I was hoping us to talk about superstition and ghosts and I think we found the real reason why Christian wants to talk about it. He wants to talk about his crush.
Nah, he's grown a bit of a beard now, and it's I don't like it because it's got white hairs in it. It's like, nah, you've got to be like sharp suit, like Lucifer sharp suit, and it's like, whoa.
I won't talk about Lucifer. That show is just Spy Panic.
I've never watched it.
It's what, Cara?
Spy Panic.
What does that mean?
Everyone's hot.
Bisexual panic.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know that time where Lucifer went to a fucking nudist camp? Whoa. That was my mum's fucking home screen on her phone for like a month. She's like,
I've never watched it, to be honest.
She wanted a new home screen. I'm like, well, do you want someone who's like smiling? And it's like, yeah, but I need the top off. It's like, found it. Boom. Know exactly what you're about.
No, but slightly diverting the topic. It's like,
I think it's
we're
diverted
talking-
enough, Stephen.
no, just like yeah, fuck off. But we're talking with Lucifer, it's a very popular series, and I've never got round to watching
You
it, and
need
it got
to.
me thinking. So no, that's the thing. And you have people who say you need to watch it, but the same goes for Game of Thrones. I mean, I believe that's finished.
shit. It's got Starbucks cups in it. It's not even real.
You do realise that wasn't actually.
Oh, that-
I don't even fucking watch the thing, and I know that was not in the actual program. That was a clip taken between recordings. Even I know that.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
But
Dragon's
yes.
fake.
Well, no shit. But the point is, that was another that was another popular series, and I've just never got round to watching it. However, I do have a good reason as to why I choose not to watch that series.
You're allergic to dragons.
Too much incest.
No, I get to it. Sorry, what, Cara?
Too much incest.
Well, to be honest, yeah, that is
Well,
obviously
it does
a
get
thing.
a bit rapey.
I mean, I think the first episode aired when I was in college, and it was my mate David who told me about it.
God, you're old.
And he said that the first episode is a brother and sister doing it. So straight away I was just like, no, thank you.
Well, if you're desperate and you've got a good-looking
I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay if it's your cousin, but if it's your sister, that's way off.
No, it's not okay if it's your cousin. That's still fucking
Fine,
weird.
first cousin, first remove. That's it.
Anyway, moving forward.
Left,
when
right, side, side.
Christian, you know that bin in your room? Jump in it.
It's still full.
Still full? Well, enter the shit out
and I've got a full bin bag next to it.
We'll get into the bin bag?
No.
Anyway, so what I was getting at was the main reason why I won't get into Game of Thrones is because I get too attached to characters.
Mm.
And they actually proven this when Pange was watching it. So I thought I'd watch an episode with them. Then you have this redhead, some cute girl, and just like, she's a bit alright. And that fucking episode, she only fucking dies, doesn't she? And I just screamed at Pange, this is the fucking reason why I don't watch this shit.
Yes, that's the reason.
Well, yeah, I get attached to characters, and when they die, I don't like it. And with the advice for watching Game of Thrones is, don't get attached to any characters.
It's not that. That's not your problem, Steve. It's just that you're a simp for redheads, and that's all there is to it.
I'm not a simp for redheads.
I'm a simp for people who have... Well, basically, everybody I've ever fancied has been not from this country. And it's like, I've got no chance. Should really go for, like, the British lasses. Cara, you're in the list. Very far down. Because you're British.
That's fine.
Probably get the shit kicked out of me first, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Lucy slept together before. She was under the bed, I was on top.
Well, technically we slept in the same bed, theoretically. She was just on the floor and I was on the bed.
You can almost hear Lucy cringing through the mic.
Could be worse. I've had very intelligent conversations with Lucy whilst I was in my pants. Well, in my head it was intelligent. In real life it really wasn't.
From what I understand, if you're talking about the conversation that I think you're talking about, it wasn't exactly an intellectual conversation when you just look at it and go, oh.
No, I was thirsty. I was getting a glass of water. She was coming upstairs. In my head, it's like, you're right, Lucy. Yeah, okay, I'll see you later. Right? Yeah? Get casual conversation when you're just walking around in your undies. Nah, just looked and went, no, right.
Exactly. I was waiting for that. Exactly. The point is, it wasn't exactly an intellectual conversation.
You're not an intellectual conversation.
That's right. I am not a conversation. I'm a human being.
Well, that's debatable.
You haven't even fucking met me, so you don't even know if I'm saying. You can't even back that up, mate.
Yeah, well, your gender, so they like you less than human.
You know what? Mock my hair colour and mock my beard colour as much as you want, because it doesn't change the fact that baldness is hereditary.
Leave my dad bald-headed bald.
I'm not judging you, Dad. I'm judging you.
Yeah, but I'd look sexy bald.
You've sent a picture of yourself. You've done a selfie with your head hair shaven. So all I will say is retract that statement.
but like, Lucky Rabbit's foot is amazing because we're getting back onto superstitious.
Oh, what about Lucky's rabbit? What?
Yeah, Lucky Rabbit's foot, but me and my mate have a bit of a joke about it.
Well, go on then, let's hear it.
I have a friend called Robert. Not gonna name it because I could know more Roberts. And
is it the Robert that I know?
Yeah, the one that got stabbed and walked off.
Still don't know why he told me all that. Go on.
And he invited me to paintballing one day for his birthday, and yeah, that's fine. And I was on his team, but I hung back to give them support in like this castle scene, and he was just at the door, pinned down. Mm-hmm. So I shot for a laugh right next to his helmet, and you know when you're like in slow motion, you see bullets pass your face. That's what happened to him. And all I could hear was, "What the fuck are you doing?" So I just shot him in the foot, and he says, "What was that for?" I said, "Lucky Robert's foot."
Fuck off.
and it's every time I mention it, he just gets really triggered.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I was doing my best to listen, and I did listen, but I can't stop thinking about that conversation that he had with me. You know, with like walking off, being stabbed in there.
Oh no, it wasn't just getting stabbed, Stephen. He got jumped by 3 grown men, got stabbed in his leg and his arm, pulled the knife out of his arm, walked 3 miles, and then pulled the knife out of his leg.
No, hang on. It was me. No, it was you said this to me, and it was me that told you this story. Remember?
I was there.
No, this was after you left, when it was just him and me. I ended up telling you this. I think it was the day after, saying that I thought he was a bit weird because that comment that he made, I don't know if he was saying it to impress me or to intimidate me. Either way, it was bullshit. Because how it played out is he said in his own words that he had got jumped and he fought them off. And as he fought them off, he walked on, and you had this couple who were looking at him horrified, and you noticed that he had a knife sticking out of his leg.
He couldn't intimidate an horsefly.
Say that again?
He couldn't intimidate a horsefly.
Well, regardless if he can or can't, he claimed he had a knife in his leg. And I called him out, straight away saying, well, did you pull it out? And he goes, no, I didn't, because if I did that, then obviously it would bleed or whatever. So I was like, okay, fair enough, he's right there. But then I just called him out again, saying, I bet you've got a hefty scar to prove it. No, it healed all right. I was like, well, that's kind of strange, that, because with all the stuff that I do, building and that, I cut my hands quite a lot.
Oh,
and even like the small... Shut up. Even the smallest cut leaves a scar. And then he tripped himself further by saying that he's got several scars. He's always getting scars from whatever, but for some reason he didn't get a scar from getting stabbed in the leg.
Oh no, because stabbing a leg's such a minor thing nowadays.
Yeah, just walk it off. That's what he did.
Oh no, he didn't walk it off. He walked 3 miles off.
I don't remember the 3 miles part,
I do.
but the point... Well, like I said, I don't know where you heard that from, because... Did he actually have this conversation with you separately to me?
Probably.
Yeah, because it's just like... Because I remember it was just him and me. I remember I was playing that Wasteland 3, and I was just sat there trying to listen to the dialogue. He was going on about it, and it's just like, what the fuck's he chatting? Like, why... Like, again, Christian, you know him better than I do. What was the reason for him saying all that? Was it to impress me or to intimidate me?
He just comes out with random shit, basically.
Yeah, no shit.
But I'm trying to think of other things to do with superstitious, like...
Well, do you carry around a lucky charm with you?
Not really. I keep my jacket for confidence and that's it.
You keep your jacket for confidence?
Yeah, like a comfort blanket type thing when I'm out.
Actually, that's an interesting point. Obviously, we talked about superstition in the sense of carrying a lucky charm. But if there's something that you carry that makes you... that there's nothing special about it, but it makes you feel something, like, as you said... Water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you love your water.
Everywhere I go, I take water with me.
Even my house, and we've got good tap water here.
I won't lie, I thought you were taking the piss. Are you telling me that you don't feel comfortable if you don't have... You feel uncomfortable if you don't have a bottle of water on you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't know that. But yeah, that's virtually the same thing though, isn't it? Like I said, carrying something around that makes you feel comfortable.
But yeah, it's just my jacket. If I don't feel comfortable, like in college, I always have a jacket on me. It got to that state where it actually had to be written into like my online thing that teachers can read for me to leave my jacket on.
Oh, fair enough. But just quickly saying though, is it the same lines as superstition in the sense of carrying around a lucky charm because you feel luckier carrying it, or is it along the same lines of always having your phone on you because you feel anxious when it's not on you?
Yep.
Anxious.
Fair enough.
That's why I need.
Because I won't lie.
A phone in high school, because if I threw as we called it, a wobbler, and I couldn't, like, they couldn't get to my mum fast enough, because she was like the one to call, because Dad was working,
right,
and my mum had an understanding boss, and if I couldn't get in contact with her, things would just escalate.
Fair enough.
That's why I ripped it on off.
I like it. Do you know what, right? Usually I would say to you throughout this episode, don't mumble or whatever because of the issues I had with the last episodes. But the way you mumbled there, just like, rip the door in half.
I did that. Won't tell me.
But-
Won't tell me I played rugby wrong again.
No, but you know, inside carrying Lucky Charms, I actually carry around with me a four-leaf clover.
That's so stereotypical, Steven.
Yeah.
So you're
It's very-
basically Fry from Futurama.
Oh my god, he is, but like,
One
Fry's
sec,
like
I'll
better
hey,
looking.
Cara, check your phone. I'm actually going to prove it.
No, stick it in groups, stick it in groups, stick it in groups.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't you for fuck's sake me, old man.
I just did.
When he looks at the group and that was taking the piss out of him by posting Ghostbusters memes.
Oh, you pair of bastards! Oh my god, even Cara gets in on as well. You fucking. But yeah,
That's
there you
crap
go. There's a
photo,
picture of it.
Stephen, but we understand the
Yeah.
sentiment.
Yeah, you don't need more, a better quality picture. You just hang on a minute. Wait one sec. Before I continue talking about that, how much were you? Oh my god, you were doing it from the very fucking beginning. That explains why you were fucking quiet the majority of the episode. You've been spamming in the group chat fucking spooky memes.
Yeah, but Steven, I think the one that I put to the best, Ghostbusters visiting a dying child in hospital. For someone commenting, LMAO, nice spawn camping.
Wow. But yeah, it's like, I do actually carry this around with me. And I remember I was talking to my mate Susie about it. And she didn't know about the superstition. And she just said, so why'd you carry it with you? I mean, if it's something personal and you don't want to go into it, then you don't have to tell me. I went, you don't know the superstition, do you? What superstition? So I just told her and she just started laughing. Sorry, don't talk all at once, guys. Fucking hell. Oh, that's why Christian is spamming the group chat with Futurama memes.
Not just Futurama memes. Just Fry, who carries no four-leaf clover.
He doesn't carry a four-leaf clover, he carries a seven-leaf clover for one episode.
See, you're not that lucky then, are you, bitch?
Yeah, but there was that episode that he wanted to get the 70s clover back because he realised his brother stole it, so he dug up his grave.
Yes, I know. That's the episode I'm referring to. What did the copy mean?
That's just me on the weekend.
The way you are during the weekday, you know what? Kiss me, I'm Irish.
If you insist, Stephen.
No, get the fuck away. So, are we going to continue the topic on spooky superstitions and the like? Or are you going to continue to spam memes and mock me in the group chat?
I don't know. What do you think, Lucy?
I have no.
Well, I don't know why Christian's doing an Irish accent because
Because it's a
well, I'm
four-leaf
not Irish.
clover.
That's Scottish, that last one. What the fuck? He's wearing a kilt.
Why does that look like Pange?
I could very easily say it looks like you, but with a beard.
Right, thank
If you
you.
think that looks like Christian, then you've met Christian.
You're right. I have not met Christian.
You will do at
One
some
day.
point.
Hopefully for my
And that
D-Day.
day is just like, sorry, I can't come down next week. Why not? I'm ill.
I will find your house. It's called I go from my house to Christian's house to pick him up. Drive to Cara, pick Cara up. Drive to Pan, pick him up. Drive to you.
Murder your ass.
Yeah, well, I'll just. Do you know what, right? It's a very, very easy thing to do here. All I've got to do is switch the numbers from my house and my neighbours. And you think I'm taking the piss here, but I'm being serious. Because
I'll just knock on
when
every door
Cara
on the
last
street.
hang on, when Cara last came to mine, she went to the car to get whatever, and I was stood there waiting at the door for her. And she walked to my neighbours, and I didn't say anything until she got up to their door. I just went, wrong house. So I know she'll do it again.
That's fine. There'll be like 4 of us. We can just go to every neighbour and just find which house is yours.
Just to clarify, I just did true event of zombies, I was tired because I was like up at 5 a.m. and it was dark, Stephen.
Oh shit, that's right. That was the day where that was it. Kanj picked you and Sasha up. You came down to mine. Then Ursula and Tom, we went to town for a couple of drinks where Tom said he could outdrink you. But then you drank maybe 3 drinks and were fine. He was already pissed after going halfway through his second pint. And then he threw up out the car window.
Good time.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, but have you ever made one of your friends redecorate in the bathroom? And get kicked out of a pub? No, I didn't think so.
I've been kicked out of a pub.
Yeah, but just make sure not to. Do you know that? We'll call him Robert again. Just make sure he doesn't drink beer and orange juice, because he won't go for the toilet. He'll go, ooh, urinals, blah! And then they'll get the world's smallest security guard to chase him out of the building.
It's just like slight diversion. Like
really? Superstition? Now we've gone on to pubs.
Yeah, bollocks to that, mate. I want to talk about something else. Like, just want to say, like we've all had that experience with that dickhead off a bouncer, though, haven't we?
No.
You don't go to town drinking much, do you?
Nope.
I've never had an altercation with a bouncer because I am good at acting sober when I get to a door.
Well, the thing is, for me, there was two places in particular where the bouncers were just dickheads. Like, you had one who just, like, this was before I updated my passport, so it was obviously expired. But every other place would be like, well, it's still you can tell it's you. You know, you're old enough, so yeah, it's sound. But he would just be like, oh, it's expired, can't let you in. It's like, but the date of birth's the same, doesn't matter, it's expired. Everywhere else lets me in, we'll go there then. Fucking bald and prick. But
I'd love to go, probably with you guys the most, to the village where The World's End was filmed and do the Golden Mile.
I'll be honest with you, I'm like, whereas me and Cara, I think it was, how many years ago was it, Cara? Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, so it was about 2 years ago. That was the last time I really did go out drinking. Like, it's not really my thing. I've grown out of it.
You must be thirsty then, Steve. We'll have to make you go see Dr. Ink.
To be fair, I have told Stephen when lockdown's lifted, we're all going to Dempsey's, and I said I'm going to get him in the cage, but he's like, no.
To be fair, though,
What's
Cara.
Dempsey's?
Cara, you explain.
Dempsey's is a gay bar, and downstairs is like a bar with a disabled toilet and like seating areas, and then there's got like a DJ and like a camper van booth, and then upstairs is like more of a dance floor with a bar, and there's a cage on the dance floor with some seating areas and arcade machines, and then in the side room near the toilets there's a little bar with a snooker table.
But I will say this, Cara. Do you not want to know the reason why I am not anxious about the idea of going to Dempsey's or being thrown into a cage? Because
You're gonna be with me.
No, because you just said then that you've been threatening me with that with the next time we meet up. We've met up like 3 times since you first said I was going to get thrown in that cage. I still haven't been put in the cage.
Stephen, if I go in the cage, you're coming in with me.
I am not getting in the cage with
you.
Boy.
Yes, you are.
No,
yes, you are.
Mate. No, I am not.
Yes, you are, because I will drug the shit out of you.
And not editing that out to show you what I have to deal with.
Wink, Stephen.
Yeah, Christian, you know how you think that we have a connection? Please disconnect. No, but going back to what I was saying about the bouncers, like, the first time I actually had an issue with a bouncer, my cousin was working in a bar, and she asked me to go down there and, you know, chat to him and go to the entrance. The fella's like, which band are you here to see? Like, I'm not here to see a band. My cousin's in there, and she's asked me to come around. Well, you're not coming in then. But why not? Like, I'm still going to be buying drinks. Doesn't matter, you're not coming in. Whatever, fuck it.
I'm a
just
bouncer.
So happen.
I fall down and I bounce back up.
Fuck off. Anyway, but no joke, like, luckily another firm, like, this lad turned up, a lad I didn't really know him too well, like, he was an ex of a friend's, and I got chatting to him and he told me that his mate's band was playing. So I said, tell you what, I'll come in with you then. And I just said to the bouncer, like, well, I'm here, my mate's playing, my mate's band's playing, so why not watch them? Just they said, look, I said you're not getting in, so you're not fucking coming in. It's like, alright then, fine, fuck off then. But yeah, you just take, and here's the thing, right? My mum's fella is an ex-bouncer, so of course I had to ask him. I said to him, be honest, when you're a bouncer, is it true that a bouncer can just take piss off Christian with the memes? Is it true that a bouncer can just take one look at you and they don't need a reason to not let you in, but if they don't like the look of you, they will find a reason? And he said, yeah. I was like, I fucking knew it. Christian, stop spamming the group chat with fucking memes.
You're so mean to me.
And it's with good reason.
No.
Yes.
Jade had an altercation with a bouncer, but that's because it was her fault. she was so pissed outside Dempsey's because everyone went out for a fag. He literally, there's like a few feet in front of the entrance, there's like a wall with a lamppost. He threw up right in front of the bouncer on the lamppost twice, then tried to go back in, and the bouncer's like, no, you've just thrown up. And she tried everything, like, no, my bag's inside. She tried so hard getting back in, and then I was like, Shane, just go and get a bag and take her home, please. she's drunk, go on.
Yeah, but you can't get drunk and not watch Frozen 2. That's the best time to get drunk. Isn't it, Lucy?
Still haven't seen it.
You just need to get pissed and watch it, then it's fucking amazing.
Well, it's like, I don't even...
And then follow it up with Aladdin.
Well, it's like when it comes to drinking, alcohol and that, it's like, we're talking, I felt as if that I grew out of the idea of going to town drinking when I was like, maybe 20. I only did it then because it was the done thing, but I thought, I don't really like it, I'd rather house parties. But then I started going to house parties, and I think maybe when I was about 25, I grew out of that. I've literally got No, but seriously, I've literally got 2 bottles of alcohol that I've had, like, 2 different types of meads that I've had since Christmas. And what month is it now?
You are an old person. Who the fuck drinks mead nowadays?
Me, obviously. But the point is, I've had them since Christmas and they're still not opened because I just don't drink.
You're from like King Arthur's time because they had mead.
Well, according to you lot, I'm as old as time, so I might as well be.
As long as you know your place.
You sassy fuck.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Right, Christian, check the time. Like, what time are we on? And I'm talking about the podcast, not the actual fucking time.
Yes.
And also tell me what the time is.
10:34.
Not the actual...
I got him!
I didn't get any. I knew exactly what you were going to do.
We're at 1 hour and 2 minutes and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Side note, people, those listening, can you see why I had to have a go at him for last episode with all the fucking mumbling and all that shit? Because when he does talk, he comes out with shit like this, and when he doesn't talk like this, he mumbles.
I'm sorry, you can't say what's your favourite Ouija board experience, and I said Jumanji. You can't say that wasn't bad.
It was bad. It was so bad it looped back. It was so bad it looped back round to good. I'll give you that. In fact, if anything, I hate myself for laughing at it.
No, you don't.
No, I don't really.
You really don't.
No, that's it. You're right. I don't.
Wait, am I recording at 60 frames per second? That's...
What's it got? What's the same frames per second got to do anything? Just recording the sounds.
And?
As in, it shouldn't matter. It's going to be converted to an audio clip. But anyway, though, because of how long we've been recording, do you want to do your outro then?
I have an outro?
Oh my god, this is the 3rd time you've answered that question with that tone of voice. Yes, you do some random shitty comments, and it's your outro. It's always different.
It is, isn't it? Okay, since we started it off as ghosts and superstitions.
Yeah.
What's a ghost's favourite body part?
Boobies!
Boobies!
Boo. Haha, gotcha. To say we wanted to go spooky, the idea of it just died. Get it? Died. Never mind. We just hope you enjoyed it. See you all next time.